Want to know what's hot in AI? Then hang tight. Hi, I'm Alexis Mercedes. I am the project manager for Fractal Labs. We are an app development team branching into the world of Web3 metaverses. This channel focuses primarily on over, and today is all about occlusion. In AR, occlusion is when you have the ability to make an object emerge from behind something or just exist behind something. So far, everything that we've done in over doesn't have occlusion, and that means the moment anything passes between my camera and what I'm looking at, it totally destroys the effect or the fantasy of it. And that even includes like whether or not something's on the ground, or if something can be hidden or far away or exists behind a tree. So this is really important, and it was very exciting to hear that Over released occlusion capabilities. Very exciting news. The first thing I did is ask my buddies in the Over community at a Twitter Spaces. We got Cybernerdbaby to give a little spiel on it because we know that she's been able to do it before. And here's what she had to say.
Shell box you can tick and you will actually utilize the LiDAR function in iOS, and I guess that's going to be just super precise occlusion comparing to other variants. So, and one more thing that excites me is you can use maps, scanned maps in Unity now, but I really don't know how. I mean, there's this function there.
Excited about the prospect of creating occlusion using AR mapping, I reached out to the whole world: Twitter, LinkedIn, Telegram, and YouTube Shorts.
Have any of y'all been able to use mapping inside of Unity yet? Like, if I scan a room with LiDAR, can I import that to Unity and then build gaming on top of that? If so, let me know.
In this case, my homies seem to know about as much as I did, so this blog post ended up being the best resource I had available, stating that they had inserted the support to allow for occlusion, and it's located in the top right corner of the app.
From these instructions, I thought we could add occlusion using a button in the Builder app. So there I went. I used our NFT gallery as the guinea pig for this example. There wasn't any mention of occlusion anywhere. So I opened up my mobile app and looked for said button within the same experience. No mention of occlusion there either. Hoping other YouTubers had addressed this same issue, I naturally looked there as well. And there's lots of YouTube about occlusion, but none of it related to over, which is not to be confused with OpenVR, which also is AKA OVR. Then I thought maybe I can view these things from the mobile app, but it would have to be experiences that were built using Unity. Maybe that's the deal. So I pulled up some of Cybernerdbaby's builds in the Over mobile app, and there they are in all their glory. Still no mention of occlusion.
If occlusion was working, my hand would pass in front of the avatar rather than behind it because it's closer to the camera than the avatar is.
To troubleshoot further, I did some more internet sleuthing and did find a step-by-step guide published by Over on how to get occlusion going. And the answer is it has nothing to do with the Builder or Builder apps or something you do in the Over experiences situation. This is from a different function called the My NFT function that I haven't gotten around to learning how to use yet. My NFT is awesome because you don't have to own any lands. It's about being able to use your NFTs across metaverse platforms, across, well, platforms in general, and be able to use the NFTs you already own in AR using Over. It's a way to mobilize your existing NFTs and use them as AR. Very rad, deserves its own video. So it turns out that's where Occlusion lives for Over at the moment, and that makes sense. I know that Cybernerdbaby and GL and Walker both use that mode and publish using that feature, so that's where it is. That's where it lives. So I had no choice but to learn how to use the My NFT feature on my own. I could see my NFTs inside Over on my computer. In the mobile app, totally different story.
The article directs you to the profile page of your mobile app, and the My NFT button is supposed to be just right here. It's supposed to look like this, but instead it looks like this. I just don't have the My NFT feature. So in theory, once that's open, there's just a button you can press to turn Occlusion on.
The third reference article describes step-by-step how to get it to work, and mine just doesn't. So as of now, I have a ticket out with Over. Luckily, Hexidized told me that you could report bugs and get direct help, basically a customer service line, and that exists through Discord. Great information. Thank you, Hex.
Hexidized also explained that this shield up here would be blue if it was indeed functioning.
I also had Austin, the owner of Fractal Labs, use the same thing, and for him, the function was there. He just couldn't get it to load. It just literally wouldn't load. It's funky because we absolutely know how it's supposed to work. We have met and talked to people who have gotten it to work. I've seen videos of it working thanks to people sharing snippets on Twitter, but I can't get it done. It also seems a little silly to create an entire video that just says, go to your profile and press My NFT, and there you'll see a toggle for Occlusion. However, I am happy that I'm documenting this experience for you. Maybe you're having similar struggles. It pulls back the curtain and says, yeah, these simple things might actually not feel simple. And that is the case often in Web3, where it's like, oh, we'll just buy some ETH and then da-da-da. And it's just over and over and over again. I'm finding like red tape, and I encourage you to not give up. It's a funky game out here, but eventually it'll work. So if I were you, I would just follow the primary steps. And if that doesn't work, come back for part 2 and I'll show you what I did.
The hexes, resources, and accounts I used to make this video possible are linked in the description box below. I hope this video highlighted the benefits of having a community in Over, having human beings to reach out to and discuss this with, made it possible for me to even continue trying. This video also showcased a variety of different informational resources and perhaps provided constructive feedback to Over themselves to hopefully make the app easier to use.
Okay, bye.